Good afternoon, GSU Panthers. All right, that's not a Panther welcome we have here. Good afternoon, GSU Panthers. One more time, good afternoon, GSU Panthers. There we go. Welcome to Georgia State, class of what? 2023. We are so glad to have you here. My name is George Chip Greenidge. I'm a PhD student in sociology here, but I'm also instructor of the GSU 1010 class. Where is my favorite cohort of cohort 12? Where's cohort 12? Up in the building. All right. Welcome. All right, we also have cohort what? 13. Where's 13 in the building? All right, where's cohort 4? All right, is there another cohort? 14 up in the building. Look at the 14 is the livest up in here. All right? So we want to welcome you today, but also I want you to talk to you guys about an initiative that we have on campus called Wait Till You See My Degree. And this initiative is by undergraduates and graduate students to really help you guys get mentors and support and educational values and scholarships and internships. And one thing that we're trying to do in the fall is team, for people that want it, an upperclassman mentor for you for the year. How many people want an upperclassman mentor? 1, 2, 5, 7. All right, I got little hands in here. Well, the ones that raise their hand, you're going to get a mentor. The other ones, you're going to ask for one later, all right? So today is, we're just going to give you guys some different advice and techniques about how to survive your GSU experience, but also we're going to have speakers of some GSU students that are going to talk about their support and so forth. So question, how has your first 3 weeks of college been? Anyone want to stand up and say what they learned so far? Please stand up, somebody. Now you know my cohort better stand up now, because you know it's about to happen. We're going to write. Anybody, please. Yes, and say your name too, and what your major is. All right. Good job. Give it up. I need 4 more to give me some good advice. Go for it. Please say your name and so forth.
My name is Connor. I'm a business major, and I've learned that it's way easier than high school.
It's way easier than high school? All right, do you believe that? Feel free to move it around. Okay, I got 3 more. Who's left? I got 3 more. Go for it. Don't let me pick you. Thank you.
My name is Destiny. I'm majoring in criminal justice with a concentration of legal studies, and I learned that dual enrollment is the bomb.
Hey! Okay, great. 2 more. Zach. Get called out. Mr. Morrison.
My name is Zach Morrison. I'm majoring in psychology, and I learned to continue work on time.
All right. Give it up. Oops, sorry. And 1 more. Who's going to bring it on home? Who's going to bring it on home? 1 more. Don't let me point at you. Go ahead. Excellent. All right, give it up for everybody here. So I'm going to show you a quick video, and then we're going to get into our presentations, and then we're going to get into our student presentations as well. All right, so let me get the video going, okay? And we also have, anyone know what a Dean of Students is? Can someone tell me what that is? We're going to see if they know the job description. Please, stand up. Who knows what a Dean of Students is? Please. Did you raise your hand? Anybody? Well, guess what? Our dean's going to tell you in a few minutes, all right? But let's watch this video real quick. Thank you so much. And before we get started with our presentations, I'd like you to have and to meet Dean of Students Brown. Will you please come up and give welcome remarks? She rearranged her schedule for you guys. I want you to know that. Just welcome, welcome, welcome. And then we'll start with the presentations. We'll start with SGA.
Thank you. Well, welcome. How are you doing? Good. How many of you are clear of your purpose for being here? Let me hear some of your purposes. What? What's your purpose? To get a good job. What else? To get your degree. And when you get your degree, what are you going to do with it? What kind of job? What job is it that you want? What is your dream job? What? Very good. Okay. Anyone else is clear about their purpose? To network and to what? Is build up as many skills as you can. And when you get your degree, what are you going to do with it? You're going to get a job. And what job is it? Excuse me? I couldn't hear you. Your major is undecided, so you get to explore. Anyone else is clear about their purpose? Yes. Okay, so since it's easier than high school, then your purpose is going to be to challenge yourself. Okay, great, great, great. Anyone else clear about their purpose? My name is Lynette Brown, and I'm the Interim Dean of Students. I challenge you to really search deep within yourselves this year to really understand what your purpose is. Because you have this great opportunity to define what your career is. And it should be aligned of what you want to do, something that excites you and something that's enjoyable, that you are passionate about. It's not only having a degree, it's what are you going to do once you complete your degree. The Office of the Dean of Students, we're there to support you to be your best. If there's any question that comes up along the way, we're there to address that question. If there's any problems that come up along the way, we're there to address the problems and help you solve it. I know this great research project, and it came out of Berkeley, California. And the guy who did it, his name was Yuri Treisman. And what he discovered was that there was a group of students who did well in calculus, and they completely got A's. And there were a group of students who really studied hard, and they got C's and D's. What do you think the difference was? What was it? Discipline? What else? What? Asking for help. The group of students that did extremely well, they formed a study group. And they studied continuously, and they did not move beyond a problem until everyone in that study group had mastered that problem. The students who didn't do well tended to study by themselves and depended upon themselves even when they encountered a problem. They didn't take it to anyone. And so what's the moral of this story? How important it is to study in groups, to be committed to each other, to be committed to making sure that everyone masters the material. And if perchance you don't know it, getting within a study group to make sure that you're mastering the material and that you're doing it as a group. How many of you study with others? How many of you do not? Okay. I encourage you to find your purpose and also to find your group within here. Is that there are others, once you define your purpose, is getting with a group and studying with that group and making sure that everyone in that group masters the material. What year are you? I can't hear you. I can't feel you. I still can't feel. Okay, I still can't hear you and feel you. What year are you? Welcome.
Well, it's interesting. As you guys know, in my cohort 12 is that Yuri Treichman was a part of your reading and assignment. So it's very interesting. So you just got a free information out of there. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So right now we're going to do, I think, 5 department presentations, and we're going to start off with our Student Government Association, okay? And we have our vice president that's here, right? All right. So please jump right in and give a warm welcome to the.
Thank you. How's everyone doing today? Give me 1 second. So, how many of you know where the Student Government Association office is? Raise your hands. How many of you guys know where that office where you get Scantrons and Blue Books is on the 4th floor of the Student Center? Okay, how many of you guys have used Scantrons or Blue Books on an exam? Come on. So, we are the Student Government Association. What people know us for is giving you guys free Blue Books and Scantrons, which we do. But at the same time, we are probably the most, thank you. We are probably the most important student group on campus. Why? And I don't mean to say that just to say that. We are important because the faculty listens to us. How many of you guys came to State and now think it's the most perfect school on the face of this earth? There is nothing wrong with Georgia State. How many of you guys think that we can change something? Raise your hands. What would you change? Yeah. Also, you get swag for answering a question. So you can. I mean, go for it. What do you think? I hate this mic. I'm gonna move. Can everybody hear me? Okay, cool. What do you think can be changed? Summer success. Why do you think that?
It's just like, it feels like high school over again, and it's like, I'm putting my parents' money into it, so I should have a say in what I can and cannot.
What else? What else can be changed? What else? Raise your hand. There are several things. Yes.
My name is Kalen Thomas. I'm the speaker for the Atlanta Senate.
And yeah, we welcome you guys to come talk to us about your issues and treat us like a resource that you have available to you. And come get free blue books and scan talks. Thank you guys so much. Also, the people that talk to me, come see me after and you guys can have some stuff.
No, you can pass it. You can just pass it.
Cool.
Just get, I want you to bring it all home. Bring it all back. Okay.
First name, last name. Who said that? What's your name? Alex. All right, thank you, Alex. It's Lynette Brown. So you're correct, Destiny. You get an opportunity right here in the front. For Alex, thank you for answering that. So we were supposed to talk to you guys about what our office does and give you some information about our website. So before I pull the website up, you've been here about 3 weeks now. You've been through orientation. You've got some information. Does anybody know the website for the Dean of Students office? No, you stop it. Please stand up. Let's see if that works. So, Dean of Students GSU.edu. Success. All right. And what's your name? Michaela, thank you so much. No, you cannot go home. Okay, I heard she said earlier, like, what can we change? She said, yeah, I just want to go home. And so, no, that's not what we're here to do. We're going to talk to you today about some things that's going to encourage you to want to stay here and to participate. So the last question I'm going to ask before I talk to you a little bit about our website is, does anyone know where the Dean of Students office is located? We already answered one, so if you answer right here. Where is Student Center East? Suite 303, and I know you're looking at your phone, but that's smart. That's why you have a smartphone, okay? So please, please give those 3 students those pop sockets, and thank you for participating. What Destiny just handed out to you guys was just some information about the Office of the Dean of Students and some of the things and services that we provide. And so you can look here on our website. You see there's a lot of really good information here for you. You can see some of the things that we highlight here in our tabs. I encourage you, when you get some time, to go back and really look at this in depth, because there are going to be some things that all of you are going to need at some point as you matriculate through this institution, okay? Some of you are going to need this. So this is a really, really important site. It's a lot of really good information here. And the handout that you have here is just kind of a summary of some of the resources and services that we provide to you. So we kind of break them down into nice, easy, little understandable areas for you. First thing is student assistance. So as you already heard mentioned to you, if you come across an issue, any sort of challenge, regardless of what it may be, certain things specifically, let's say you're having a challenging semester, you need to withdraw just so you can kind of figure out what's going on. Or you're dealing with some sort of food insecurity, or maybe you need to kind of find some place to be for the night, or you know someone who is in need of those services, you come to the Office of the Dean of Students, we're going to help you try to navigate that issue. Also, preventive education. We're really, really big on being proactive and coming to you guys with this information. So very similar to what we're doing here right now, but with more information about topics like bystander intervention, sexual misconduct in Title IX, the student conduct policy, conflict resolution, decision making, anything you can think about, ethical decision-making. If there's something that you think is a really critical issue and you're looking for an office to partner with and to kind of come up with some curriculum around that issue, the Office of the Dean of Students is where you're going to come because we can help you create the platforms, put some structure around it, and then we'll help you kind of deliver that vehicle to your fellow students. And then the last thing is student conduct. If you're dealing with, any sort of issue that, may or may not involve another Georgia State student, and you're like, I really don't know where to go, there are several places on campus that you can go to report that. The Dean of Students being one of those at the very top of the list. Of course, we have the Georgia State University Police Department. You also have the Counseling and Testing Center, which I'm sure some of you may be familiar with. Student Victim Assistance. Come to the Office of the Dean of Students, and we will help you navigate that issue, okay? We will listen to it, we will take the report, and we will also direct you to any resources that you may need to help you work your way through that process. And if you have any questions in general, a lot of times people just don't know where to go. Whatever the issue is, you just don't know where to go. And maybe it's not a question that can be answered in the Dean of Students office, but what we will do is we promise to help you connect with that proper office, all right? So we do a really good job here trying to collaborate to provide resources for you guys. All of us are very familiar with each other as professionals. We are also very connected to your faculty and to other staff around campus. So we want to encourage you. We have an open door policy. We're right here in this building on the 3rd floor in Suite 303. And we're looking forward to seeing you, helping you, and hopefully being there when you walk across that stage on graduation day after you stayed and not left. And we can all celebrate that accomplishment together. All right, so welcome to Georgia State, and hand it off now.
Okay, my next question is, how many people here have been abroad, studied abroad? Where'd you go, young man? Or been abroad? Where you been? India. All right, anybody else? Where? Where? Here. All right, he's from not, where are you from? He's from Ethiopia and goes to school here. Give it up for him. Anybody else has studied abroad? Nobody. Anyone been to another country? All right. Can somebody tell me the countries they've been to? Just put your hand up and say which one. Go for it. Tanzania. Ireland. The U.S. France. Kenya. Germany. Wow, well, you guys are pretty good here, huh? Rare. I know, look. This was the study abroad scholarship guy, so it looks like we don't have to give no money out, right? Wait, who hasn't been anywhere? All right, well, he might have some money for you, all right? But let's welcome Stephen Murray at the Study Abroad office. And you guys, I want you guys to realize there is resources available to you. Anyone know that if you decide to go abroad with GSU or with another program, there's $1,000 waiting for you? At least. And also there are full scholarships available to you as well to go abroad. Myself, as Stephen knows, I've been to South Africa with Georgia State. I also been to Brazil with Georgia State, and I also been to Singapore with Georgia State. And I'm still trying to get on that India trip. Where's the India? Who went to India? All right, I need to talk to you about that. But let me bring up Stephen to talk about study abroad opportunities. Give it up.
Okay, first things first, I'm going to put our website up here so that I don't forget to show y'all. All right, so yes, y'all have been here for all of 3 weeks now, and I'm going to get up and tell y'all how to leave. But leave and then come back. So the Study Abroad Program's website here is mystudyabroad.gsu.edu. It's a little bit of a corny website, but I think it might help you remember it. So mystudyabroad.gsu.edu, and the two things I want to make sure to show you guys before we leave, since George brought it up, we'll talk about money. So if you look under the Accepted Students tab, and then it says Apply for Scholarships, this is our primary resource on all the the study abroad funding, at least it's available at Georgia State for you to do study abroad. As George said, so basically we've got two different scholarship bands. There's one that I like to jokingly call the Everybody Gets to Study Abroad Award, because basically you need to be a degree-seeking student, which you all are. You need to be studying abroad, and you need to be doing it for credit. That's the basic requirements for that scholarship, and you don't even have to apply for it. Apply for your program. We pull all the information we need out of that, and we assess for scholarships that way. We're just trying to make things easier for you guys, because let's be real, who doesn't want money? So we just said, let's count everybody. So we look at everybody for that scholarship, but if you fill out FAFSA, we've got another scholarship line that we can draw from to potentially get you more money, because if you didn't already know, FAFSA is what you fill out to get federal financial aid. They look at your resources and how much you're bringing to the table, and that allows my office to then come in and go, you know, here's this student who wants to study abroad, and here's their need as determined by FAFSA. I can come in and help fill up some of that need. Some of those awards go as high as $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a program. Those are the two scholarships from my office. The last thing I'll say about money is there is a literal ton of money for study abroad. I got about $1 million a year just from my office. We award something like 800 scholarships a year out of my office, but the Robinson College of Business has money. Most of your departments have scholarship money. There's organizations outside of this university that have even more money. This may not be on y'all's register yet or your radar yet, but if anybody knows that you're Pell eligible, there's a national scholarship for Pell students to do study abroad. You only have to find a program that's 3 weeks long. You could get between $3,000 and $5,000. Again, there's like just so much money, and that's literally our job, is to help connect you guys with programs and money so that you can study abroad. All right, I'm going to back up now that I've rambled about money for a minute. And let's just talk about programs in general. What can you do? What am I talking about when I say study abroad? So if you're on our website, you can click this Search Programs button, and it will take you to our application portal very slowly. It always is. And I'm just going to do the thing they always tell you not to do, and I'm just going to search on a blank so it just pulls up everything, just so I can overwhelm you with all of these program offerings. I mean, like, I can just kind of keep going for a good while here, showing you all these programs. But to just give you some context, let me tell you the types of programs that we usually talk about. So number one, most of our students do what are called faculty-led study abroad programs. Basically, on paper, it looks like you're here at Georgia State. You're going to register for your classes here. All your payments are going to process through here. Just when it's time for you to go do the course, you and your cohort are going to get on the plane with your professor and go to Morocco or China or France or Tanzania or wherever your program's going. Like I said, most of our students, almost 90% of our students do one of those kind of programs, because it's kind of like the easiest way for you to study abroad. Either some students do a shorter study abroad and decide they want to do something else. I think it's really cool that some of you have already been abroad, so maybe you're like, okay, I can do a week, I can do 2 weeks. Let's talk about a semester. That's an option. We have somewhere around 70 different agreements with universities around the world that allow us to send one of you guys, trade you out for one of their students, and you spend fall, spring, or the whole academic year abroad. I will say this, if you think that sounds like something that is of interest to you, you want to go ahead and start coming to talk to us now. If there's one thing that I hear sort of students lamenting about as they get towards graduation, I wish I'd studied abroad, and a lot of them, I wish I'd done a semester or a year abroad. And when you're like a junior already, you're coming on that last year, you don't have a lot of wiggle room in your classes anymore. So if you think a longer-term study abroad program is in your future, honestly, go ahead and start talking to us now, because you want to go ahead and start planning some of this out. Yes?
Can you do it for the summer semester or is it for the fall and spring?
Most of the exchanges are fall and spring, but there are a few for summer. Right off the top of my head, I know there's 2 in Hong Kong that we regularly send students to, 2 in Korea, and there's a couple in France that I'm trying to get more students to do. But yeah, summer is an option. Oh yeah, honestly, Maymester is when most of our students go abroad. Maymester is number 1, and surprisingly, or maybe not, spring break is actually the second most popular term for us. We realized that a lot of our students maybe can't go abroad for 3 weeks, so we try to look at some different options. We realized that spring break was a really attainable study abroad goal, and we've got some programs that go to Mexico or the Bahamas over spring break, but we also have programs that go all over Europe, Morocco, Dubai. So you can do a pretty significant program just over spring break, right? Oh, was there another hand? Anything? So what we got handed out here is our first year guide for students who are interested in study abroad. The one thing I wanted to kind of make clear for you guys is you're ahead of this game. Most of our students start in the fall, and so of course this is targeted to most of our students. You guys are already here. You're already in classes, you're enrolled, and you're making your academic progress now over summer. So where it says what you should be doing in fall, you can be doing now. What it says you can be doing in spring, you can do in fall. So realistically, you guys could be applying for a spring break study abroad program in fall semester. Most of the rest of the incoming freshmen won't be eligible yet, so that's one benefit you guys have of starting a little bit early. So I've showed you the website. I've showed you a little bit about money, and I've showed you a little bit about programs. What other questions do you guys have right now about study abroad? Anything, doesn't matter. Yes? You do not. So for our faculty-led programs, since it's a Georgia State faculty member taking you abroad, instructions in English, not a problem. The only time that you are going to even need to think about the language is if you, do one of our language programs, and if you sign up for French Studies and Tour, I assume that you're up for the challenge of learning French. The only other time it might come up is if you do one of the semester exchanges. Most of our partner institutions do offer classes in English, but let's be real, if you're going to go to Strasbourg, France for a semester, you might want to work on a little bit of French, but in general, is it a requirement? No. What else? Yes?
So you just take the classes that you're, there's no problem with transferring classes or?
If it's faculty-led, you're registered here, you don't even have to transfer. If it's an exchange, we have these really boring, long documents that I have to read and sign, but it basically says, yes, with our exchange partners, we will make it easy to transfer the classes back. One thing that I'll throw out too, I am very proud of the programs that we have here. I think they're all great, but we don't have everything. You just can't, right? So if you look through all these programs that I had up here and you're like, none of these is good for me, come talk to us. We'll help you find something. We do not restrict you at Georgia State for your study abroad opportunities. If we find a program at UGA that makes more sense for you, we'll figure it out. There's companies out there, we can go with other schools. But even that being said, we're able to accommodate over 90% of our students on one of our programs. So I bet we can find something for you here. All right, I'll take one more question. Yes?
Do you have personal favorite programs or places to go to?
Yeah, places to go to, I would go to China or India. That's just me. I've been to both multiple times now, and I love them for very different reasons. All right, so the last thing I will leave you with, because I haven't said it yet, where's our office? Our office is on the 3rd floor of Dahlberg Hall, which is right across the street. It's right across from Hurt Park. Literally, press 3 on the elevator. You will fall out of the elevator on the 3rd floor. We are right there. You cannot miss us. All right, I your presentations. Thanks.
Outstanding brother Michael Kimball, who will give a presentation about the office. Give it up.
I'm not gonna bore y'all, I'm not gonna stand up here and talk for 10 minutes about what this website does, because honestly, that's not the most important piece. I know the website is important, but I think our office and what we do is actually more important. My name is Mike Kimball. I'm one of the student affairs advisors in the Office of Black Student Achievement. My colleague, Jasmine, she's actually passing out some swag. The fidget spinners that also serve as a charger for your phone, and also we have Black excellence band. Though our office was created for all fee-paying students at Georgia State University, I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that our space wasn't created and centered for Black students, right? It's for your achievement. We don't graduate as many African American students that we do without having a space specifically designed for y'all. And it would be a travesty that you didn't know where we're located, that you went through 4, 5, we're gonna say 4, but however many years it takes you to get your degree, you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't come visit our space. We're located on the 3rd floor of this building in Suite 300, right next to being a student. And like I said, it was designed, the initiatives, the advisement that we provide, the academic support we provide, was designed for the achievement of Black students. So I'm very passionate about it. I'm a PhD student in sociology, and I'm a race concentration. So this idea of like propelling Black students towards greatness is something that I'm really passionate about. So when you think about Black student achievement, I want you to look at 3 different pillars that hold up our office. The first is academic support, so that's what Jasmine is charged with. So if you're thinking about graduate school, if you're thinking about law school, if you're thinking about graduate school specifically for business and you need to take the GMAT test, we have prep sessions specifically designed for you to excel before you take that test. If you were to take advantage of those sessions and pay for it, you can pay $500 to $1,000 for those sessions. But we offer them for free. So free GRE prep, free LSAT prep, free GMAT prep starting in August, and we offer free tutoring sessions as well. And if we don't have a tutor that will satisfy the subject, we'll then take you to supplemental instructions to get you taken care of. So that's the first pillar. The second one is the social and cultural programming that we offer throughout the academic year. So that's what I'm charged with. And so if you were to go to our website, you could also follow us on Instagram, GSU, Black Student Achievement. You kind of get, you know what I'm saying, got a lot of followers. You're doing a little bit. But these are the programs that are offered throughout the academic year. So first and foremost, when you get to the first week of class, August 26th, we have Hot Wings, Hot Topics. So we give you free hot wings. We're feeding you. But also, it's dialogue specifically driven by the students. So if it's academia, pop culture, relationships, we talk about relationships a lot. We talk about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj a lot, but all of it is driven by y'all. So that's August 26th. It starts at 4 o'clock. It's in our space, 3rd floor. Our fall open house takes place that Thursday. It starts at 12. Free pizza, free food. We have a DJ, free giveaways. We have t-shirts that say Black is Alive. The first 50 to 100 people, they come into the space, they get a free t-shirt, free giveaways from 12 to 3 o'clock, right? So there's no excuse for you not knowing. There's no excuse for you saying I ain't got nothing to do during classes when you're out of class. Come to our space, visit us. The last pillar is the advisement. So, if you were to go to our website and you're interested in getting involved in something, you go on the leadership and click on student organizations. We have 13 student organizations that all have a Black affinity to them. So our largest is Black Student Alliance. They have the same acronym that we do, BSA. But their organization is housed in our office. Greatest Minds, Chip, where's Chip? George, right there. He's in Greatest Minds, another organization that is housed in our office. And we have 13 of them, all Black centers, all have a Black affinity. So there's no excuse if you're thinking out to somebody. Come to our office, find out how to get involved. No excuse, you just sitting, going to class, and going back to your home or your apartment. Get involved. And the rest of the tab, we just speak to a lot of the programming and everything. So we'll talk about Black History Month. This is what we've done in spring of 2019. It's a 3-5-week breakdown of all of the different initiatives that are taking place, not only in our office, but in other collaborative senses with other offices on campus. Also, the MLK commemoration that takes place in January, will be the Thursday after Martin Luther King Day. You bring a speaker in, they give a dope speech, you get to meet them, break bread with them. By Angela Rye last year. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Angela Rye. She is a CNN correspondent. She's an amazing person. So we'll have a speaker coming in January as well. Before I leave y'all, I want to tell you to appreciate this moment, right? I went to the University of Kentucky. It's a predominantly white institution. One thing, again, our office, our initiatives are not just designed for Black students. All students, of all races, creeds, whatever, they can take advantage of our services. So it was designed for Black students to achieve in this space. So I'm speaking to the Black students here, the students of color in this space. If you're struggling with anything, I know I talk about what we do in our job, a lot of what we do is informal. So if you need to talk to anybody, comfortable talking to faculty members, whoever, you can come into our space, and it is a brave space for our students. You can come in and chop it up with us. So many students sit in my office and just talk to me for hours. And that's literally what I do in my, it could be a whole day just me talking to students, but that's one of the core facets in helping you matriculate towards graduation. It's that outside of the classroom experience. Some of them look at us as mentors, big brothers and big sisters. And so if you're struggling with anything, please come to our space. All right?
Okay, we have one more final presentation, and then we're going to go right into the handouts and also hear from the students. Ms. Sasha, please come up and talk about launch. Anyone here want to start a business? Anyone have a business right now? Yeah, you braiding hair, make t-shirts, all that stuff. Okay. Well, we have Ms. Sasha Gaze will tell you about the Launch GSU, which is hello. Launch GSU is a space for people that are entrepreneurs on campus, that 24-hour access, free printing, all that other stuff. So it's available to you right now.
Summarized everything about Launch GSU, but is anyone familiar with co-working spaces? Oh, thank you, Melanie. Co-working spaces or just co-working culture in general? Anyone? No? Okay, so co-working is pretty much the future of entrepreneurship and just a new workspace environment that's taken off pretty much all over the country. And naturally, Georgia State, being the innovative university that it is, grabbed hold of that idea and provided a co-working space on campus for all Georgia State students. So membership, it is an application process to be a member, but you qualify for membership just off the strength that you have an idea or an existing business and you're a Georgia State student. So membership is covered under your student fees. It's free. It's free to become a member. Typically, when you go to a co-working space, you have to pay for however many people is on your team, yada, yada, yada. Before you get to that point and your business is doing well, then you can move on. But while you're on campus, while you're here studying whatever it is you're studying, you can take advantage of a free business space to host your meetings, develop your idea, meet teammates. Two people right now that I know, they met each other on campus, had a great idea, now they're working together and they have a legal company that's running out of Launch GSU. A lot of my friends are members, graduated and not.
Yeah, so we offer 24/7 access. The only time launch is not available to you guys is during the Christmas break when the entire university shuts down. Other than that, you have an access card that gets you into the building and directly into the space. We're located right there on Edgewood, so I mean, think about it. If you have a business, you register that thing, and your business address is listed as Atlanta, Georgia. That looks good. That helps you pop up in Google search engine, all that good stuff. I know my company is on there. So that address really, really helped me. So we offer mailing services. So if you don't have a P.O. box for your company, like I said, you can use that address. And we do have P.O. boxes available, also free of charge. It comes with your membership. All of our computers come equipped with Adobe Creative Suite. So if you are into videography, photography, or just a creative like myself, I work in publishing and media, I don't have to pay for Adobe Suite because I have it on the computer at launch. So I offset a lot of costs by just being able to do so many things there. Yeah, and I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about me and how launch has helped me. I stumbled upon it randomly. I just graduated, so I stumbled upon it a lot later. In life. So I was, in my college experience, I was already paying for a P.O. box, was using my home address, which is Clayton County, so I was paying the tax rates. If I had made sales, it was through Clayton County, which didn't really help me because I did a lot of my business down here. I found out about launch, so my last year as a senior, I was spent running my company out of this space that I had for free. I got rid of my P.O. box, started getting mail there, built my first round of interns, held my first meetings, pretty much developed what I have got my company to right now during that last year. But my thing in all of that is, had I known about launch earlier, I would have been saving so much money, and a lot of stuff I do is printed, so like flyers and, mock-ups of my magazine, all that good stuff. I mean, I've been able to just not even spend money on printing. But anyway, yes, had I known about launch earlier, my company would have been further along. All of our classes that we offer throughout the semester are tailored to getting your business up and running. So even if you just have an idea and you just need to flesh it out, you need a place to learn about legalizing your company, learn about the resources available on campus, which there are a lot of resources for entrepreneurs on campus, and they're designed solely for you, especially if you're a startup. So yeah, take advantage. Membership has closed for the summer, but as soon as you get back in the fall, it'll reopen for about a month or two. So I would suggest you take advantage of it. Again, it's free to be a member. Just fill out the application thoroughly. Don't skip on anything, because that is what determines, let us know how serious you are. It was at 3:30, but it ends at 4:30, so if y'all wrap up, you can go ahead. And that's actually How to Be a Pantherpreneur, which is a crash course on how to be a student entrepreneur. And it is happening again on the 24th, so if you missed this one, you can catch it on the 24th for 3:30 to 4:30. Also, I'm thinking George has some flyers, but our calendar for the rest of the month. Remember, you don't have to be a member to go to the events, okay? You can go to the events, test out the space, see how you feel, and then decide whether or not membership is good for you, okay? Have a wonderful experience. Welcome to Georgia State.
Our last presentation before we're going to have our students just talk is Miss Andrea from Leadership Programs. And this is where all the student organizations are, right? Correct, so give it up.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea. Like you said, I work in the Office of Leadership Programs, working with our student organizations. So in our office, we have leadership development, we have Greek Life, and we have student organizations. So if you literally just Google GSU Greek Life, pro tip, if you Google GSU anything, it's most likely to come up if you don't remember like the My Study Abroad website or the Career Center website or the Entrepreneurship website. If you Google it, it'll probably pop up. So here we have, our office has 3 different websites because we have a lot of information to hand out, but they're all connected to each other. So if you're interested in Greek Life, go to Greek Life, figure out all of the expectations, the terminology, if you're a transfer student, how to join, all that fun stuff. If you're interested in leadership programs, and this is about developing your personal leadership style, your personal and leadership, how to work as a team, If you're in a student organization and you want to be president or you want to be a committee head, or just to help you with life skills in general, we have a bunch of programs. And you can find them here. We do workshops almost every day during the week. We do workshops. We have off-campus retreats. We'll go away for a weekend. We'll go camping. We'll go water rafting. We have a lot of lunch and learns. We have leadership institutes. You can get certificates for different things. If you want to join, oh my gosh. If you want to learn how to use a computer. All right, okay. We also have a lead team, so if you're really interested in being a leader on campus and being a peer mentor and helping your peers learn more about leadership, you can join our lead team. And then our student organizations page is the third one. So again, there's just a bunch like how to get involved. If you want to start a new organization, this is where you go. How to join if you're in one and you want to learn more about it. Policies, resource, funding. We also offer a bunch of different trainings. And probably the most important website to remember is PIN. So it's pin.gsu.edu, which is the Panther Involvement Network. And this is the biggest one. This is where all of our student organizations are listed, so you can filter them by a bunch of different ways. Atlanta campus, civic engagement, if you're interested in sports, social, recreational, honor societies, cultural, multicultural, service and volunteer. There's a bunch of filters you can look through, or if you're not sure where to get started or what you're into yet, a bunch of, mainly all of them, will post their events on here. And once you log in, you just log in with your Panther ID. You can view all the events that are upcoming and kind of get a feel for how to get involved through there. So we got a lot going on. We're in Student Center West 475, and any of us can help you answer any questions. If you want to start a new organization, if you don't know where to get started, if you have an idea for an organization, kind of anything, or just want to build your leadership skills and leadership style. So yeah, that's our office. And if y'all have any questions, I can take maybe a couple, like one or two. But if not, you can always email us or just stop by. Yeah.
How easy would you say it is to start an organization?
It's pretty easy. All you need is 5 students on the Atlanta campus, and you have to submit a form online. Well, I mean, you have to put a little bit of thought into it. You have to have like constitution and bylaws, but we have it listed as a resource. Once you log in, you can go to our resource page, and there's kind of like a step-by-step. So you need 5 members, you need a faculty or staff advisor, which from all these people that you've connected with today, hopefully you can find one, or any of your class professors, stuff like that. And then from there, we'll kind of go through it a little bit. But you can get that started up in the fall. Any other ones, real quick? Okay. So yeah, come by and see us. Thanks.
Okay, we have our student panelists are going to come up, 1, 2, and 3. Please come up. Okay, we have 2. Miss Sasha already presented. No, you come. You come. Just go right there. All right. Can anyone see my list, Professor Greenwich's 25 list of tips? Where's my class? All right, I want you guys to read a couple of them, all right? Please stand up, grab one of them, and go. Go for it. Who's going to go first? Go for it. Read one. Say your name and read one. All right, let's all say that together. A's and B's are scholarships, C's and D's are loans. I'll say it one more time. Remember that, all right? We got 3 more. Go for it. Let me see my classmates. Go for it. Stand up. All right, give it up. Thank you. 2 more. Let's go. Stand up. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you go to class. If not, you better ask another student. And the last one more person. Let me see you standing up. Go for it. And Zach, read the top heading. What does that say? By who? All right, good job, good job. Give it up. Okay, we have right now, as we close out, we're going to get some advice from two students at Georgia State. They're going to say their major and their name. And also I have a good friend of mine, Brother Chris right here, who went to college at Morehouse College, who's also going to join the panel as well. So jump right up here, please. All right. So I think it's a little weird because I don't think they gave us mics today, which I ordered. So we're going to have, should I have people talk from here? Yep, okay. So jump right here. If each of you can come up and just say your name and what you do on campus and what's your business. I know a couple of you guys are in businesses. So why don't you just go first, one by one, all right? Thank you. Say your name and major and so forth. And one thing you're going to say to everybody is, what would you do if you were a freshman again?
Hello, my name is Montel McLaurin. My major is financing. A few businesses that I own is 365 McLaurin, and it's a social networking platform that encourage students to read more. We focus on changing the neuroassociation on how people view books. We believe through books is a new way of networking and a new way of marketing. Another company is called 365 Travel in BC, and it's basically bookcases that allow you to put your books in your case. Just a unique way of treating your books right. So it's like kind of shaped like a treasure chest that kind of indicates the importance of books. One thing, what was the question?
One thing that you would, if you were a freshman again, what one thing you would have did differently?
Network. That's it.
Okay. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? So, I'm gonna let you guys determine what I'll tell you today. Who wants to know how you can make an extra? I'm not gonna claim income or anything, but an extra $150 a week from campus. Okay. Just raise your hands for that, or make some noise, like say yes. Give me just raise your hands or something. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, what if you can choose that? Or I'll give you a secret of how you can get anything you want from just about anybody in 20 seconds of your day. Who will want to be able to get any job or any internship, any opportunity, if they wanted to increase their grades from C's to B's? Who will want to know that? Give me some more noise. Raise your hands like you know. Right? So money, anything you want. I can only give you one. Money? I'm gonna give you anything you want. Okay, I'm gonna tell you anything you want. All right. So, a little bit about me while this web page loads. My name is Malik. I graduated high school with a 2.2 GPA. I failed my entire first year of college, and when I came back from a year off, I actually got a 4.1 my first year. I have a 3.93 right now, and so that's just a testament to whatever you're going through, whatever failures you feel, or whatever pressure, anxiety that you're getting from some things, milestones that you haven't achieved yet. Just know that you didn't do worse than I did. So here's a little something, right? Don't worry about what's on the screen. Just pay attention to that picture right there. I just put this up literally 5 minutes ago, so don't read too much into it. But this is an example of an email that I sent, which got me a job, and I was pretty much the only candidate that they considered out of a couple hundred that they interviewed at Delta Airlines. So my responsibilities at Delta now are building the entire intranet, intercompany communications, web platforms for Delta Airlines, and developing a program for people like you, bringing in interns and people who like to take maybe a semester off from school for a co-op and work full-time, or balance their school schedule with that at Delta if you like to pursue, whether it's in the headquarters or at anywhere for Delta, right? So the programs that we're building right now to open up in September. And what happened, the secret here's, so if you would like anything, just about anything you want, it's never failed. I wrote a formula with one of my roommates, and it literally gets you just about anything that you're looking for, right? I know people who've gotten jobs who were denied, who've gotten jobs for it, who've gotten callbacks and gotten positions that are paying them 24, 25 an hour for starting entry level, and also people who've gotten admissions to schools that are really competitive and changed their grades from literally D's and C's to A's and B's, which are scholarships, right? Okay, so the key to this email, right, is very simple. It literally only takes 20 seconds. So never feel like you don't have enough time to do this. And timing is really important. So what you want to do whenever you meet somebody, and by the way, statistically speaking, you're only going to remember 3% of what we talk about today. And it's been about 70 minutes, so you're really only going to remember less than 100 seconds of this. So hopefully you remember this one part at least, because this will help you out a lot. Thank you, first name or Mr., first name or last name in the email header. And then hi, Mr., first or last name. I was a little bit more informal because we'd met before. He told me to call him first name. Then literally just say thank you one more time, 2 thank yous. Then the blue outline is greetings, hi, and then departure, have a great afternoon, and then just say whatever you're looking for. If you're asking about inconveniencing somebody or one of your professors because you missed an exam or something, 100% of the time I've never been told that I can't retake an exam, even a week after, regardless of what happened. People love to see things like this, showing them that you appreciate their time, that you value who they are and what they do, their authority and their leadership, and that you made a mistake and you'd like to take an opportunity to make up for that. And if you meet somebody like Miss Lynette, for example, Lynette Brown, Dean of Students, you email, if you follow up with her in the next 2 or 3 days, just takes 30 seconds to literally write just a thank you, hi, it was so great seeing you speak or meeting you. I love to set up a time for coffee or to speak with you a little bit more about what kind of things are at Georgia State, just learn about it. She will email you back most likely within an hour or 2, and you pretty much just build that relationship with anybody that you're looking for. So this works everywhere. That's just a little tip. And that is literally it. Give it up. Thank you. 1985, sir. 1985. Open it up.
Hello, Georgia State. I'm Chris Cannon. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I don't have a website to put up here. I'm just here to give you some advice on going abroad, I guess, a little bit. I went overseas my junior year to play soccer for Morehouse to Amsterdam. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life, so I would say take that opportunity if you can to go, India, Singapore, or wherever. I came back around Obama's presidency, and I got injured, but I came back around his presidency. I started working for a media company, doing reality shows, and things were going well. I ended up moving back to Los Angeles, working for Netflix, and I've been doing that for like 3 years now. Things have been good, doing reality shows and a couple of features. My father was Reuben Cannon. He put Tyler Perry, took his theater plays to the movies, so I'm sure you guys stay in touch with Chip. I have an office with I have an office with Dallas Austin, not too far from here. It's Georgia State, so anything media-wise, you guys want to check that out for anything you want to do. They got access to a lot of good stuff. I'd say more than Morehouse, actually, so.
You'll be around, right?
Yeah, I should be around, so.
Grab his email. Email him.